لهم أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا كلمة تخرج من أفواههم
شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. قابل احترام میرے بزرگوں، دوستوں اور قابل احترام میری ماں اور بہنوں، پہلے تو اردو سارے سمجھتے ہیں؟ اللہ کا شکر ہے. اردو زبان ہماری آبائی زبان ہوتی ہے. عامتاً آپ حضرات تشریف لائیں انڈو پاک بنگلہ دیش سے، تو اردو آنی چاہیے. اللہ کا شکر ہے. میری بہنوں اور بھائیوں، اللہ تعالیٰ نے ہمیں ایک زندگی دی ہے. اس کا ایک مقصد ہے کہ اللہ اس کے رسول نے ہمیں ایک سبق پڑھایا تھا جس پر اس امت کی بنیاد کو اٹھایا تھا. سبق کیا تھا؟ سبق یہ تھا لا الہ الا اللہ محمد الرسول اللہ، کہ لا الہ الا اللہ کے بول ہم اپنی زبان سے تو بولتے ہیں کہ لا الہ الا اللہ محمد الرسول اللہ پڑھنے سے ہم مسلمان ہو جاتے ہیں، لیکن اس کی کوئی بنیاد تھی جو اللہ اس کے رسول نے ہمیں بتلایا تھا اور نبیوں کو بھیج کر انسانوں کو اس کے رخ پر ڈالا تھا. اور محمد الرسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم آخری میں تشریف لاتے ہیں اور اس سبق کو مضبوط بناتے ہیں کہ دنیا میں آنے کا ہر ایک مقصد ہوتا ہے. دنیا کے اندر جانور بھی آ رہا ہے، ساری چیزیں آ رہی ہے نا. 18,000 17,999 کم و بیش.
رحمت اللہ وبرکاتہ. Well, every time I do this, I get chills, I get scared, I get nervous. I keep praying all day from the time, I've said yes to come here and speak to you all. Since then I've been praying that, I always believe that whenever you talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's not you or your knowledge or whatever you've learnt, or your zuban that's actually talking about him. It's only Allah's amar that makes you talk about him. And it's so beautiful, when you talk about him, you talk about Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you just get emotional. And it's so, like my husband was just talking about Zulhajj, and I've heard this story hundreds of times, on YouTube from different ulamas, from my husband, and I've always ended up crying, always. Even I try kisana, no, ghar jaake ro lena, not now, no, people are watching you. But it's so natural, because when there is love, when you have that selfless love, it's so natural for tears to flow, especially the love for Rasul. Our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever you hear anything about him, it's just so emotional. It just touches your heart. And sometimes you feel so connected. At times I just sit back and I think, what if I was a part of that era? What if I was there? How lucky were those who had this opportunity to witness him, to see, Bibi Aisha, and there is, I start thinking of everyone jo main stories sunti hu, from if I start from Musa alayhi salam's time, Asya, Sumaya, and so many people who sacrificed way so much for Islam. And then when I think about them, I always think, Ya Allah, how am I going to face them? I'm very emotional.
We love you, Sana. We love you so much.
I'm waiting for a day where I can give a bayan without crying, but never happens. I think because there is so much to be grateful for. When you understand Deen and you understand the sacrifices, and then you feel, what was I doing for so many years? How did I not realize that? How am I wasting my time? How Allah is watching me. All the angels are watching me, and the sacrifices that people have made was for what? for me to be behaya, for me to go out and dance and put it on social media, to misguide my younger sisters, that this is what success is. Me creating a false image of success because I myself didn't know what success is. Just like my husband said, you know, it's always the followers, the likes, people following you, the life that I was living. I got so consumed by it that I started believing that this is what success is. One fine day when I was reading Quran, and luckily I got a Quran with tarjuma, and I remember, you know, even after 10 years down the line, you cry about it. So obviously, when you cry about that, imagine when you look back at your whole life and you feel, how did I be? But when you cover up yourself, you start refraining from music, haram work, haram income, you want to change your friends, you want to change everything because you want a different life and you want a better akhirah. So you become an extremist. And it's something you're gonna run behind it. You're gonna find ways. You're gonna find terms and conditions. And from there, I remember one day my sleeves went from here to here. And then there came another fashion, it went here. And then one day I was sleeveless. And by the end of it, I was backless. You understand? And the day I started thinking, how did I reach from here to here? You understand? And I understood the game plan of Shaitan. That this is how Shaitan tricks you. I ended up seeing the same dream. And I used to end up, I used to wake up middle of the night. And I used to cry. I used to sleep with my mother.